Hmm. Yo, what is good, everybody? You know who this is. You know who's the guy who comes in and shows up every now and then just to tell you his thoughts and feelings about professional wrestling as a whole and general. You know, the guy who just pops in and out every now and then, but on moments like this, events like this, I just have to be out and just give you my analysis before all these idiots on YouTube, the podcasters, they'll tell you something different. So this is Bainbridge Omega. I'm here to talk about Wrestlemania Night 1. Is going to be coming on later on tonight. I think it's like 7 o'clock. The whole entire event will start. And of course, I'm going to be doing a watch along on Twitch. So if you are watching this on YouTube right now, I highly suggest to go on to my Twitch channel, Bainbridge Omega NYC, in which we will do a huge watch along together. And we could go do everything that goes on into WrestleMania. So it's been a long time. So let's just discuss on a few things here. One, you people are too obsessed with storylines. A lot of you know who you are very obsessed on critiquing a particular wrestling match based on the build. That it could be the greatest match out there. It could be for example, Kenny Omega versus Fakino at AEW's Dynamite. Got a brain fart there. And it was an incredible high octane match. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I wanted to see more of it. But the neckbeards and all, the podcasters, those idiots who think they're journalists and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, they want to critique that there is no build to that match. That in order for us to be invested into something, it needed to build. It needed to increase itself, right? And in a lot of parts, I agree. There should be storylines in wrestling, but my God, you guys take this thing up to 11 sometimes. You guys are very fickle when it comes to what particular matches need storylines and blah, blah, blah. Like, particular example, let's go back to AEW Revolution this past year. The Young Bucks versus the House of Black, right? I was just happy seeing the House of Black finally trios tag team champions, freeing up the space from the Elite and Omega so they can go off and do their own thing. But a certain podcaster from New York itself didn't see it that way. He talks about, and trust me, he was ranting about it for a good solid 30 fucking minutes, all right? 30 minutes. On and on and on about, oh, there should be a story to the match. How am I going to get invested in this type of match? How? Blah, blah, blah. You know, going on and on with his boy out there. So, you know what? I made a little sly comment. You know, didn't think that anyone would pick up. I typed in that if you wanted to see story, go watch Days of Our Lives, because it seems like nowadays your views of professional wrestling have to be like an episodic soap opera show like Days of Our Lives. You know how he responded? He responded by calling me the R word, a revolutionary. That's what I say. He probably called me some tart or something like that, you know, in his own little Italian shtick. Anyone knows who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about here. He's constantly on and on. Hell, he's probably doing this podcast right now with 4 other idiots who think they know what professional wrestling should be about, and they're going on and on like a bunch of man-childs out there. Absolutely ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. But I digress, you know? I digress. There should be storylines in wrestling, but dude, most of the time, my favorite type of storyline is I'm the best at what I do. No, I'm the best at what I do. Okay, let's fight to see who's better. There's your storyline. You can tell a story in the ring itself. You don't need months of building up. You don't need all this garbage, all that pomp and freaking circumstance in order to sell a friggin' story. Sometimes the long ways do work. Sometimes just a simple competition works too. I feel that wrestling as a whole should be enjoyed by millions. It doesn't matter what company that you represent, you should enjoy a match strictly because it is a great match, regardless of the build. But ever since this Bloodline storyline came out, and trust me, in WWE's terms, it is the best storyline that they had within the past 10 years. The only thing I can actually think of that was remotely close to that was CM Punk carrying the title for over 400 days, and even that wasn't that big. You know? This spanned upon 3 years plus a pandemic. And shout out to Paul Heyman because he was the driving force amidst the whole bloodline scenario. I don't care what anyone else says. Paul Heyman was the head booker of that storyline and that storyline only. Because if you take that bloodline storyline out of the equation, everything else from the WWE is hot garbage. Think about it. Name one particular match outside of Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, Usos versus Sami Zayn and KO, or even Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Those 3 matches. Is anyone else invested in anything else? Do anyone really give a rat's ass about John Cena versus Austin Theory? No. They care about John Cena. It's nice to see John Cena come out with for the umpteenth time, right? Make sure he gets his residual, yearly Wrestlemania checks so he can go buy his colorful merchandise. Gee, I wonder what colorful merchandise he's going to come out with tonight, since apparently he's going to be the first one, opening up the show. You guys are ridiculous, and you guys need to stop. This tribalism is bullshit. I used to be a guy who just enjoys all forms of professional wrestling. Doesn't matter if it was WWE, Impact, AEW, New Japan. I was all up for it. Now, you make me hate every organization. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh, well, that's on you. That's not on me. But shut the fuck up. You shrill, you neckbeard, you idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. You still live in your mom's basement while I own this damn apartment. Well, all these so-called podcasters, these idiots out there, they're doing this for a check. They critique everything that Dave Meltzer says, or Solomon says, or JD from New York says, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they constantly do this over and over and over again, which is complete bullshit. I, on the other hand, I do it every once in a while because I felt the need to. I felt to say something out of my chest. And whether you hate me for what I'm saying or love what I'm saying, you know that what I'm saying is the complete truth. I am not going to be a flip-flopper. I am not going to be one of those so-called podcasters out there who at one time will praise Tony Khan, but then as soon as Triple H takes over, he just pushes Tony Khan out to the side and starts sucking Triple H's cajito. I'm not going to be one of those types. I'm going to tell you what I like, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And you're probably going to hate what I'm going to say, but I don't like a lot of the product that the WWE puts out today. Why? Because they mask themselves in this veil of sports entertainment. in the veil of production, in the veil of pomp and circumstance and pyro and big stadiums and loud crowds to mask the fact that the in ring at times is yeah. Whereas you'll see a match, let's say a ladder match in ROH, and it's a complete like car wreck, and bodies are over the place, and there's pure violence everywhere. I'm enjoying the shit out of this, and now I have people out there saying, "Oh, this is a glorified stunt show. Oh, it's all acrobatics. Oh, let's go crazy." Now, first off, stop your bullshit about the acrobatics. Stop your bullshit about all that crap. All right? You can't even do a third of what these talented guys can do in the ring. The moves that they do on a daily basis is absolutely insane, and it needs to be appreciated. I don't like slow wrestling. I don't like ring psychology. If it fits the match, fine. But that's not my cup of tea. I like 100 miles per hour, high speed, balls to the wall. I hit you, try to hit me harder, bleed buckets, and that's about it. Appreciate their shit. Appreciate for what they do. But you guys don't appreciate it. The WWE neckbeards do not appreciate it. Why? Because they're stuck in their tribalistic ways. They feel that the WWE is the only wrestling organization in the entire world that should be the end-all be-all of professional wrestling. And if anything else try to challenge that, they should be dealt with extreme prejudice. How stupid are you? How dumb are you? And how dumb is it for the WWE to not even once consider playing ball with Tony Khan and AEW and create a forbidden door of their very own and make themselves a ton of money? But no, they're in the business of trying to destroy the competition, just like they did with ECW, just like what they did with WCW. They can't help themselves. Vince can't help themselves. The whole damn family can't help themselves. It's in their DNA to be this monopoly. This monopoly. And I'm here to say that there are more than just one organization, and it should be loved and it should be embraced. And I hate it when I have to go online on a constant basis and I see these ridiculous comments about how bad a particular match is because of one particular spot, or it should have been this, or why is this guy carrying the title, and what is this guy carrying the title? Oh, shut the fuck up. All right? Shut the fuck up, you schwills. Shut the fuck up. You and and the coat of cornet kids, the cocks, what I want to call them. The peacocks is what I want to call them. You guys suck. You guys absolutely suck. You want to say that AEW fans are a bunch of fat slobs living in mom's basement? Listen, I'm the most good-looking some odd year old that you ever seen in your entire life who owns an apartment and has more money than any of you combined. But you're not going to see me or brag about it. I'm just telling you what it is. I feel good to let this go off my chest. It's been months having to build, and now I finally can be able to talk about this months, yeah. Because it needed to be said. It had to be said. What else? Right? What else? We want to go into predictions right now because there's a kickoff show taking place right now, and I want to get this thing out there way before WrestleMania starts, and then I'm gonna have to do my review show tomorrow morning, where we're gonna have to critique everything that goes on it. Then I have to do my watch along before I go to work later on in the evening. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I have to take care of. So we don't have much time to deal with. We want to run down the card right now as soon as I can get my website up, and to be able to do so. WrestleMania 39 card. Come on. Okay. Let's see. What we got? What we got on the damn match card right here? We're gonna have a match card for night 1. Okay. All right. Undisputed Tag Team Championship: The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. First off, this should be the main event. This should be 100% the main event. Part of the Bloodline story has been fully invested between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Usos. There should be no way in hell that Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley should close out the show. No one cares about these two women, even though I do want Rhea Ripley to win because she's hot. And that's going to be the end of it. However, going back to the Tag Team Championships, I think the reign of the Usos is going to come to an end. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will win the championship and they will embrace. And I guarantee you there's going to be one fat son of a bitch in the crowd crying buckets of joy to see their favorite tag team finally win the straps in a very highly emotional match fitting for Hollywood, right? I mentioned Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I didn't even care about their build. I rarely watch a lot of the WWE as of late. I just see bits and pieces here and there. But you already know who Charlotte Flair is. She's going to come out acting like she's going to be a heel again. Watch, she will be a heel again. And Rhea Ripley will become a face. I also believe it will be the end of, what's this faction? The Nightmare faction, whatever. I forgot. The faction with Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic, and all that stuff. I've already forgotten what their shit is. The Judgment Day, based on a pay-per-view. There we go. Okay, so Rhea Ripley will win the championship. Austin Theory versus John Cena. Just another reason for John Cena to get another paycheck. People are gonna love it. The kids are gonna love it. He's gonna put in, let's go to work. Can't see me. Blah blah blah. Ballhead spot. All of a sudden, Austin Theory is going to win. I hate Austin Theory. I think he's boring. I think he's a piece of shit. I don't like him. But this is going to be the guy that the WWE machine is going to be pushing forward because, let's face it, they need new stars to push forward. And he happens to be there at the right place at the right time. So Austin Theory will get the rub out of John Cena. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. How embarrassing is this? That Logan Paul has a Wrestlemania pay-per-view. Has a Wrestlemania spot. Meanwhile, guys like Kofi Kingston is nowhere to be found, or whatever the case may be. There are a lot of promising guys who would have killed to have that spot against Seth Rollins. But of course, this YouTuber had to come in and do that because of people like you who subscribe to a stupid YouTube channel every single chance that you get. You made this idiot famous. You, all of you, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm disappointed in each and every one of you. Anyway, Seth Rollins will win. Logan Paul looks like he's going to be out of contract for a while. Expect to see him come SummerSlam. All right. All right, keep it going now. Oi. Trish Stratus, Lita and Becky Lynch versus Damage CTRL, Damage Control. This is going to be a glorified bathroom break. I would expect this will go after John Cena versus Austin Theory. And they're probably going to have some hot, sexy costumes. At least I would expect. I mean, listen, Io Sky and Io, did I just say Io Sky? Am I right? Io Shirai and whatever the case to be. They're good hard workers. They'll do whatever the case may be. And but Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch will get the win because nostalgia, you know. Can't be WrestleMania without nostalgia, right? You need nostalgia. You need a happy, nostalgic moment out there. Now, here's what I think should be the main event. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, right? First off, shout out to Rey Mysterio for the Hall of Fame. It is well deserved. The man is an incredible athlete and a very humble and wonderful gentleman. And I am very glad that he is going to be immortalized into the Hall of Fame as he should be. And I do love the fact that his final match will be against his son. So this is going to be absolutely amazing. It's like master versus teacher. Um, expect Rey Mysterio to give the most beautiful 619 ever to his son, kind of like initiating him into the WWE itself. However, Dominic Mysterio will beat his father through some unjust means, and that will be the end of it. He will gladly pass the torch to his son. Rey Mysterio can just now roll into the sunset, and Dominic Mysterio can be his own man. So I'll be happy for that. And finally, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Street Profits, Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders. Why is this not on the pre-show? This should be on the pre-show. I hope it's on the pre-show because it should not be on the main show. You see, the problem with the WWE as a whole is that they're greedy. They're very greedy. They could have easily taken out 4 worthless matches off the card and just leave 7 of the best matches out there. Make it one night on a Sunday, and you would have made bank easily. But because they want to make so much money, and they're just going to throw whatever crap they have out there because it's WrestleMania. You know, it's good for their pockets. It's good for the status quo. It's bad for me because you know what? I'm a busy man. I don't want to sit through 2 freaking days of a damn WrestleMania, let alone 1 4-hour, 5-hour event. But that's the case may be. So, anyway, those are my predictions for night 1. I'm going to be doing a little bit of the watch along on Twitch. Go to Bainbridge Omega NYC. You see that right there on the corner. Bainbridge Omega NYC on Twitch, and you will be able to see my watch along. Tomorrow, we will critique, we will review everything that has happened in night 1, and as we prepare for predictions following night 2 of WrestleMania. And please, I want your comments, all right? You can be as crazy as you want to be. You can say I'm a piece of shit. You can say that I don't know a damn thing about wrestling. You can put me down. You can try to roast me, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I want your voices heard. Get some logic into your voices as well too. And for the record, I'm not calling out just WWE fans. You know, I like the WWE fans. I like the guys who enjoy the WWE because they just love it. But they're not the ones who says down with AEW, down with New Japan and all that other stuff. No, we're leaving those guys alone. You can enjoy the WWE as long as you enjoy other products as well and, share no ill will towards them. I am directly speaking to the fat, sweaty, smelly, ugly WWE neckbeards who still have posters of Trish Stratus and Charlotte Flair in their freaking room right now. The 35 to 40 plus year olds right now who have a big ass bowl of Cheetos with pizza and God knows what else. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. Those guys who all they want to do is troll amongst other people on Twitter and blah, 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 and all that crap. Yeah, screw you guys. All right? You guys suck. Anyway, that's my analysis. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be doing the watch along right now. So until next time, this is Bainbridge Omega signing off and enjoy WrestleMania. And I cough for each and every one of you.